Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about why you shouldn't start a business. And I know this sounds sort of counterintuitive, like why shouldn't I start a business? Like, shouldn't you be teaching me the reasons why I should start a business? You know, I think we live in a day and age where everybody feels like right now they should have some sort of side hustle. They should be doing something on the side to make extra income and increase their wealth. And sadly, we do live in a capitalist system that sort of entertains and nurtures that idea that we need to be busy all the time and we need to have our hands in XYZ things in order to be financially secure. But we shouldn't have to seek additional forms of income on top of the initial or primary way that we earn our money in order to survive and to feel financially well and whole. And so a part of this video is to take sides and to stand up for those who maybe do not want to start a business and do not want to add extra income on top of what they're already making, because A, it's gonna burn them out. B, they have other responsibilities, which A, will also burn them out if they add something else on top of it, like a business or a part-time side hustle. And C, some people just don't want to start a business. Just some people do not want to innovate or create anything or, in that kind of manner and profit and capitalize off of it. And that is also fine. And so here are 5 reasons why you shouldn't start a business and why it's also okay to not start a business. I'm gonna go on a little spiel at the end as to why it's all okay and why there are some people that are meant to have businesses and be entrepreneurs and why there are some who aren't and why there are people who are able to do both and are multi-hyphenates like myself. So we're gonna get into it. 1, if you like to take instructions from others, you are really good at obeying authority, you probably don't have to start a business, right? I myself can attest to this. It is very hard to work for other people, especially when you have already been an entrepreneur, especially for myself, because I do not like taking instructions from others. I like doing whatever the hell I want to do. And when someone tells me to do something on my time that I don't want to do, it's very hard to work for other people. So if you are someone that has patience, that has grace, that you actually don't like to get up and start your day and not know what to do or what you have to do, and you like to have some kind of structure and instruction and someone telling you hey, here's the day, here's what your day should look like, I'm gonna leave it up to you to get it done, great. But some people, especially when you have a business, you don't really have that. You're the one that has to structure your day. You're the one that has to decide what's gonna happen today, tomorrow, the week after in order to get XYZ results. And that can be a lot. That can feel like a lot. And so if that does sound like a lot for you, you probably shouldn't start a business and you don't really have to start a business. 2, you have lots of responsibilities. I think that having a business it takes a lot of time and energy, and some people just don't have that, right? Sometimes I am in seasons and phases where I feel like doing a bit more. I'm a Capricorn as well. Shout out to all my Capricorns. So I'm very ambitious, and when I want something, I will grind it out a bit. I'm willing to grind it out. Some people don't have the energy, they don't have the capacity, they don't want to, plain and simple, and that's fine, to grind. I think grinding in the long term is not healthy and sustainable, but I think if you grind in short bursts, it's fine, right? And so if you have a plan to grind for a little bit, start a side hustle, and you have the capacity to do so without burning you out long term, then start the business. If you aren't able to do that, and whether you have a family to tend to, the dynamic doesn't work in a way in which you have the extra time outside of your already primary job to work on something else, then it may not be for you, right? Someone with lots of responsibilities, someone with very limited time and energy, if you are sick, if you are suffering from maybe an autoimmune disease, you're trying to get your health in check, this is probably not the best time to start a business or start a side hustle. Which leads me into my next point, which is 3, having a fixed mindset. or just having a poor mindset to begin with. And having a poor mindset isn't always just your fault or your own. I've suffered with health things, implications that not only that had to do with my mental health, but my physical health, my emotional, my spiritual health, that just didn't allow me to work in my business in the way that I wanted to. And so I actually took a year off last year, and I will be creating a YouTube video on that, on my gap year, why I took it, and how it really helped me to get back into my business with a better mindset and with more authenticity and with more alignment. But if you have a fixed mindset, if you're someone that is like that doesn't believe in themselves, that doesn't think that whatever you are going to create and put out into the world is going to work, then it doesn't even make sense to get that idea off the ground, right? Like, there is no way that you can achieve anything in this lifetime if you do not believe in yourself. So right away, if you are someone that has a fixed mindset, you're always looking for the reasons why something is not going to work, and all the reasons why you shouldn't do it or someone else should do it. You know, if you have a fixed mindset based on how you speak to other people. If you're always telling people, oh, like, it's not gonna happen, don't even waste your time, why did you even attempt that, oh, you're gonna fail, I don't want to fail. If you're scared of failure, these are all examples, these are all signs of someone that has a fixed mindset. And it's okay, because we've all been there. There are still aspects of my life where I have to check in on myself and my negative belief sets, and the ways that I perceive that something is going to go wrong, or I may be thinking a bit more negatively about a situation than I should, right? It happens to the best of us, right? We all have areas of our lives where we may find ourselves having more of a fixed mindset, and that is fine. But it is the willingness to do that work, to always do that work, because when you have a business, there's always going to be things that might trigger you, that might come up that you weren't prepared for, and you need to know how to put yourself back into that growth mindset, that mindset that knows that it can achieve and it can overcome any obstacles that may be on its way. So if you have a fixed mindset and you're not willing to do the work, do not start a business. Or if you like routine, this one's a little bit tricky because you can have routine within a business as well. So it's not completely saying like, if you don't like routine, like, don't start a business, right? But there is, when you're in a 9-to-5, when you're working for somebody else, you aren't able to arrange your day in the way that you like. So when I say routine, I'm saying that there is an outside expectation of you to do things within a certain timeline. And you don't have much flexibility at work unless you're outside of work, right? So you can decide what you're gonna have for morning for breakfast, before you go to work, how you're gonna get to work, what you're gonna do after you leave work and you're home, and before you go to bed, what are you gonna have for dinner, how are you gonna entertain yourself, what makes you relax. But in a business, you're able to do those same things, but all throughout the day, 24/7, 365 days of the year, right? You get to decide when you want to eat, when you want to have that meeting, when you want to do certain work, and you do not have that type of flexibility with a 9-to-5. And if you are okay with that, if you do not need extra flexibility, if you like having routine, if you like having your same day be the same task and responsibilities, even if it's not the same task and responsibilities, but every day you got to show up to this place or in this space with the same people, and to take similar types of instructions, and to get paid for taking similar types of instructions every day for a certain amount of time, then you don't have to start a business. You probably shouldn't start a business. And if you don't like flexibility, and you don't like the overwhelm of maybe like not knowing how to fill in your day, a business might not be for you. 5 is gonna be consistent income. So this is something that I struggle with as a multi-hyphenate. I cannot go a long time without making money. Like, money needs to be coming in. Money needs to be coming in. And like, that's not only for me, that's for most people, right? Because we need to eat, and I'm not saying it just based on, need to cover basic expenses. I'm saying like, I need money to come in because I want to do a lot of extra stuff too, right? Like, I want to go to the concerts, I want to take trips, I want to catch flights, I want to do all those fun things. And so not only is it needing money to sustain me and sustain my livelihood, because I want somewhere to sleep at night, I need a roof over my head, I need food, I need water, clothing, whatever. It's to have a little bit of the extra, to have fun with a little bit of the extra, right? But jokes aside, if you are okay with not having consistent income, then a business might be perfect for you, right? But if you are someone that wants to have the security and that every 2 weeks, every month, you have the same amount of income coming into your bank account, you don't gotta question, as long as you're doing your job and you're getting paid, you know how to budget because you know what's coming, then a business may not be for you. Because with a business, let me tell you, especially when you're first starting a business, you may not have any money coming in for a couple months, right? Maybe you do start off your business with a bang, like me. When I hired my business coach and I started my coaching business, like I had my first couple clients within the first month, and I was pretty lucky. Not everyone is fortunate to have that. I had a really great coach to support me and really great mentors and community. But even with that, I was somewhat always on edge because I didn't know when my next income was going to come in. And that is something I'm still actually working with because, like I said, having a business is that uncertainty. But the great thing about a business is that when you do make money, it can be a lot. It's uncapped, right? When you don't have a business and you're working for someone else, it's usually capped, right? You have a salary or this hourly wage. Sometimes you can work overtime or you get a bonus and you can ask for a raise. There's other ways to increase your income, even if it's fixed and it's not on your terms or within your own sort of business. There are other ways to increase your income, but most employers, most 9-to-5 positions are capped in terms of their income, but it is consistent and you don't really have to worry about when your next paycheck is coming in. And that's the beauty in not having a business or being in a business full time, right? Because here's sort of, I guess, exception, right? So the exception is that you can do a little bit of both. And that is something that I've champion and I embody, and I might actually do a YouTube video on like being a multi-hyphenate and the benefits and the downsides. But the benefits to doing a little bit of both and having working for someone and then also working for yourself is that you have the potential to always have a consistent income coming in, but then also you have the potential to have extra income, more income than the income that actually you would make with your 9-to-5. The downside to that is that you might risk burnout, right? Because you have your hands on a lot of different things. Your time and energy can only go to so many things. And so you may start to feel stretched and thin. And so that's why eventually some people that have a side hustle or a part-time business eventually just make the jump and go full time. But without that, like I said, you may have a lot of responsibilities and you cannot risk having inconsistency in your income. So these are all things you need to consider, and the five reasons why I believe you shouldn't start a business, right? And essentially how I want to end off this video is by saying, if you do not have a business, it is okay. I know we live in an age right now where it seems like everyone has this side hustle or some hobby that they're capitalizing off of, but you do not need to be an entrepreneur in order to live like a prosperous, healthy, and abundant life. Like, there are ways to create the life you love without having to be an entrepreneur. You can work for somebody else and still be a baddie and still live your best life and still catch flights and take your trip. There are so many loopholes and things that we can explore. Me as a holistic wealth coach, that I explore with my clients on ways to, whether you have a business, whether you don't, to ultimately create the life you love, right? To have the money in your bank account, to have the retirement planned out, to have your investments laid out for you and having money work for you, to having a relationship, living, with less anxiety and more ease, and having that dream career, running that 6-figure business if you want, right? You don't have to. It's however you want to live your life, however it feels authentic and right to you. I want to help you create that. And so if you want to explore some more of that, right? Whether you have a business or whether you don't, whether you want to start a business or not, please reach out to me. You can find some more information in the description below. And if you agreed with these 5 reasons why you shouldn't start a business, if you are someone who has started a business and realized it wasn't for you, or if you're someone who feels insecure about not having a side hustle or some kind of business because everyone else around you seems like they have it, and you sort of feel like you sort of feel out of place, you sort of feel like, you know, insecure about that, then let me know what you think in the comments below. Really, I really want to champion this idea that not everybody is meant to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is meant to work in a 9-to-5 and work for somebody. We all have our unique gifts and talents and capabilities, and we need to own that and get to know ourselves more and really understand like this essence of who I am. How am I meant to serve? And some people are meant to serve and help somebody else with the idea and the innovative idea and inspirations, bring them into reality. And some people are here to come up with the ideas and the innovations and bring them into reality. And that is both fine. We need both. So I am so happy that you were here and you listened to me for 16 minutes and 18 seconds. And if you really love this video, please like and share with others. Please subscribe as well. Please subscribe to my newsletter, my YouTube channel. Those are the 2 main ways that I communicate with my audience. So if you're already not on my mailing list, you need to also hop on that, because whenever I have a new offering, whenever I have something to share, I share it with my mailing list first. So of course you can sign up for notifications on the YouTube channel to know when I drop a new video, but the mailing list is the place to be. So if you're not already on that, get on that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.